I'm Andrew, and this is my Series 3 of the weekly podcasts 50 Ways to Succeed at Work. These podcasts build confidence and know-how. Consequently, they can help you achieve happiness at work. By the way, that's also the title of my book, available at Amazon and from the book's website, My Happiness at Work. Now for today's episode in Series 3. This episode is called Selling Your Vision Up the Line. So you've got this game-changing idea, or you may want to improve some tedious, ineffective tasks and can see how to sort them out. Before storming into your manager's office, let's create a solid foundation for pursuing your idea. There are at least 5 vital factors that govern whether you successfully communicate your ideas to senior people. These are speaking up, clarity, the benefits, storytelling, and trusted allies. Let's take a quick tour of each of these 5 factors. Speaking up. In one survey of employees, 70% felt uncomfortable about raising an issue with their boss, even when necessary. And in an even more disturbing study, an even greater percentage, 85%, were afraid to speak up and share their ideas. Are you one of those 85%? Clarity. Now that sounds obvious, but is your idea crystal clear? No one, especially your senior colleagues, wants to decipher complicated charts or spreadsheets during a meeting. A dreary list of bullet points may make little impact, even though you're fond of them. And let's look at benefits. What's in it for the company to take up your idea? Have you got some facts on what the gains will be? Search for some credible facts before rushing to present your idea. For example, will your idea mean faster customer responses, reduced costs, or improved efficiency? Paint your audience a vivid picture that will excite them, or at least get them interested. Storytelling is at the heart of selling ideas up the line. A compelling tale can help. Think of spinning a yarn by the campfire and engaging your audience and making it personal so that others can identify with your words. And trusted allies. Consider these as Gandalf guiding Frodo through Mordor, or experienced Sherpas who help people climb Everest. Allies encourage you to define your ideas, help you spot pitfalls, and lend you their support openly. For example, they assist you to brainstorm, discuss, debate, and dissect your ideas. Invite your allies to give you their constructive criticism to help turn your idea into a winner. By accepting criticism, it will strengthen your idea's immune system. Your allies can also polish that story, maybe add a dragon or 2 for dramatic effect. And avoid the mixed message trap. When selling an idea up the line, people often combine 2 messages. First, the gain from doing something, and second, the dangers of inaction. Well, 5 studies have found that managers are more likely to buy into messages that focus on either an opportunity or a threat. Combining the 2 is a mistake and will win you the least support. To understand threats, managers must try to understand the severity of their problem, envisage the solution, and realize why the proposal is better than the status quo. Your communication of your idea can help them to do that. Now here's a tale I want to share with you. I call it the insecure manager dilemma. Insecure managers are everywhere. You may even have one. If you want to push your idea up the line, resist the urge to do a full frontal presentation. Instead, try a more subtle approach. Slip your idea into casual conversation, like, "Hey boss, what if we tried a day off for a week to improve what we all do?" Timing is part of the subtlety. Catch the boss during a moment of vulnerability. For example, if your supervisor has just acquired a whole load of work, maybe it's better to launch your idea another time. The key to making yourself heard by managers is understanding the psychology of higher-ups, to get inside their heads. For example, what might tip the scales in your favour? When would it pay to try an indirect route to push your ideas up the line? 1 in 3 managers feels less threatened when employees speak to them one-on-one rather than in front of others. Tailoring your message to your manager's personality can increase the chances that your idea will gain approval by something like 15 to 18%. Finally, never underestimate the power of flattery. Stroke people's ego. For example, Terry, your idea for detail is unmatched. What do you think of my idea? Or, John, you made a huge impression with your idea the other week. Do you have any tips for me to sell to get to my ideas across? Selling your idea up the line is like navigating a treacherous mountain pass. Just as a seasoned mountaineer relies on familiar landmarks and well-worn trails, you must use something like these to help communicate your idea. What's important to your audience, for example, and what are their pain points? How can you use these to guide your approach? In summary, just as mountaineers form bonds during perilous climbs, connect emotionally with your audience, appeal to their aspirations, fears and desires, and make them feel invested in your idea's journey. You've been listening to an episode of Series 3 of my weekly podcast, 50 Ways to Succeed at Work. You can hear the other podcasts at the 50ways.site, that's 50.site. There are nearly 100 titles and you can search for any issue that interests you. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a line from there. Also, check out my book, Happiness at Work. It's packed with great stories, compelling advice, and suggestions for tackling real issues that you can encounter at work. It's at Amazon or at the book's website, myhappinessatwork.com. There's also an audio version if you prefer listening. Join me next week for another unmissable episode in Series 3. Bye for now.